Hi students, welcome to Chemistry Online. In previous class we discussed about electron affinity, electron negativity and nature of oxides. In this class we are going to discuss valency. So first of all you know valency. What is a valency? Okay. What is valency means the electrons present in the valency shell is called valency electrons. The combining capacity of the element or the combining capacity of the atom is called valency. The combining capacity, the combining capacity of an element or atom. The combining capacity of an element or atom is called its valency. How many bonds it can form? It is nothing but its valency. For example, so valency of hydrogen equal to 1, and then valency of oxygen equal to 2. Valency of oxygen equal to 2. So now we are going to discuss variation of valency in group and period. Okay, variation of valency. Variation of valency. Okay, you may write E or you may write Y, no problem. Okay, variation of valency. First in group. See, in group electronic configuration is a similar, means the same. So no change in valency. So in group no change due to similar electronic configuration. Due to similar electronic, EC means electronic configuration. Then in period, valency will be changes. See here, I am taking group number, next valency. Group number and valency. So here group number is first A, second A, third A, fourth A, fifth A, sixth A, seventh A and eighth A. Okay, then valency 1, first A 1, second A 2, third A 3, 4A 4, next fifth A 3, next sixth A 2, next it is a 1, it is a 0. So what I mean to say, up to group 4 valency will be increases, then valency will be decreases. 0 group elements valency is 0. Why? Because NS2 NP6 electronic configuration, so inert gas combining capacity is 0. So its valency is nothing but 0. So this is up to fourth group, valency is equal to group number. Next valency is equal to 8 minus group number. 8 minus group number. This is valency with respect to hydrogen. If you take valency with respect to hydrogen, then forms up to increases fourth group, and then that will be decreases, ends with a 0. So this is a valency. The combining capacity of an element of an atom is called valency. Valency of hydrogen is 1 because hydrogen can form one bond with other elements. Then valency of hydrogen is 1, valency of oxygen is 2, it can form two bonds with other elements. The valency electrons means the electrons present in the valency shell, that is the different. Okay, so this is nothing but a valency. Next we are going to discuss lanthanide contraction, very important. Lanthanide contraction. Lanthanide contraction. Okay, what is lanthanide contraction means? First of all, you know lanthanides. First of all, you know lanthanides. What are lanthanides? Means 4F series. 4F series. The elements belongs to 4F series are called lanthanides, which are starts with the cerium atomic number 58, okay, ends with deuterium atomic number 70, and total 14 elements are called lanthanides. Deuterium, Lu. So these 14 elements are called lanthanides. Atomic, the steady decreasing of atomic radius. The steady decreasing of atomic radius in lanthanides. Okay, already I told you atomic radius decreases from left to right. In transition elements also decreases. In inner transition elements also less decreases. Due to less decreasing atomic, why atomic radius less decreases means due to poor shielding effect and peculiar shape of orbitals. So what I mean to say, decreases atomic size in lanthanides. Steady decrease. Steady decrease, steady decrease size means atomic radius. Steady decrease atomic radius in lanthanides. So decreasing of atomic radius in lanthanides. The steady decreasing of atomic radius in lanthanides is due to poor shielding effect and peculiar shape of orbitals is called lanthanide contraction. Due to lanthanide contraction, some consequences are arised in elements. What are the consequences means we are going to discuss. What are the consequences means? So first one, all lanthanides having similar chemical properties. Due to steady decreasing of atomic radius, all lanthanides steady decreasing, steady decrease atomic radius in lanthanides. This is atomic radius. Okay. Next, first one, similar chemical properties. Similar chemical properties. Okay, similar chemical properties. Due to similar chemical properties, so identification is very difficult. Then second one, basic strength decreases. Basic strength decreases from cerium hydroxide to deuterium hydroxide. Cerium hydroxide to deuterium hydroxide, basic strength decreases. Then melting boiling points increases. Melting and boiling points, increases. Melting boiling points increases in lanthanides. Next, almost 4D 5D elements are in similar size. 4D and 5D elements are in similar in size, are similar in size. Okay, so these are consequences are developed in elements. So example, 4D I am taking 4D zirconium, next niobium and molybdenum. 5D I am taking hafnium, next tantalum, next wolfram. These two and these two are similar in size. This is a 4D series which belongs to 5th period, and 6D series which belongs to 6th period, and it is next 7th period. So here zirconium, hafnium almost similar size, niobium, tantalum almost similar size, molybdenum, wolfram almost similar size. So this is lanthanide contraction, and these are consequences developed in due to lanthanide contraction. So here what I mean to say, lanthanides means 4F series elements which are cerium 58 to deuterium 71 are called lanthanides. So what is lanthanide contraction means? The steady decreasing atomic radius in lanthanides is called lanthanide contraction. It is due to poor shielding effect, and poor shielding effect or screening effect is same. Poor shielding effect and peculiar shape of orbitals. Due to lanthanide contraction, some consequences are developed in elements. What are consequences means? These are similar chemical properties, all lanthanides having similar chemical properties. Next, basic strength decreases from cerium trihydroxide to deuterium trihydroxide. Melting boiling points increases. Then 4D and 5D elements are similar in size. For example, this is about lanthanide contraction, important for 4 marks, and it is about valency. So next we are going to discuss diagonal relationship. Diagonal relationship. Okay, what is diagonal relationship means? going to explain. Diagonal relationship. See here, explanation. I am taking here second period, group second period elements. It is group first A, second A, third A and fourth A. So here I am taking second period. What is second period elements? First A, lithium, beryllium, next boron, next carbon. Okay, this is a second period. Next I am taking third period. Okay, what are third period elements? Up to 4 groups only I am taking. Next lithium, after that sodium, next magnesium, next aluminum, next silicon. Okay, see now the second period, first group, first element shows similarities with third period of next group. Understand? Here lithium shows similarities with magnesium, beryllium shows similarities with aluminum, boron with silicon, like this. Okay, so 3 pairs show similarities. Pairs which shows similarities. First one, lithium, magnesium. Second one, beryllium, aluminum. Third one, boron, silicon. Okay, why these 3 pairs show similarities in chemical properties? Because reasons we have to discuss. Reasons why is these 3 pairs show similarities with similarities in chemical properties means, so here lithium shows similar chemical properties with magnesium, beryllium with aluminum, boron with silicon. Why? Because due to 3 reasons. The first one is due to similar atomic size. Due to similar atomic size. The next one, due to similar electronegativity values. Electronegativity value. Then next one, due to similar polarizing power. Due to similar polarizing power. So polarizing power means here you have to know polarizing power is equal to ionic charge by radius square. Ionic charge by ionic radius square. It is nothing but a polarizing power. So it can form ion, that's charge, positive charge or negative charge, by its radius. Every ion having radius, so that is nothing but a ionic radius square, is called polarizing power. Okay, then here this is a diagonal relationship. What is a diagonal relationship means? So second period first group of first element shows similarities with the third period of next group second element. Third period of next group second element is called diagonal relationship. Diagonal relationship will be existing up to fourth period, fourth group only. After that it disappears. So the pairs shows diagonal relationship, three pairs: lithium, magnesium, beryllium, aluminum, boron, silicon. So why these three pairs show similarities means by these reasons: similar atomic size, similar electronegativity value, and similar polarizing power. Okay, it is also important for 4 marks. 4 marks. Okay, and then we are going to discuss rare earth elements and transuranic elements. Transuranic elements. What are rare earth elements? Rare earth elements. So here, what are rare earth elements means lanthanides. Lanthanides, 4F series. Lanthanides 4F series elements are called rare earth elements. Okay, so why these are called rare earth elements means these are rarely available in earth crust. These are rarely available in earth crust. That's why these are called rare earth elements. So here these are cerium to lutetium. Cerium atomic number 58, lutetium atomic number 71. How many elements? 14 elements. These 14 elements are called rare earth elements. Okay, then you have to know one more: transuranic elements. Transuranic elements. Okay, what are transuranic elements means? See here, 5F series. 5F series. After uranium, atomic number 92. 5F series, after uranium, the elements are called, okay, transuranic elements. After uranium, elements are called transuranic elements. So why these are called transuranic elements? Means these are radioactive elements. These are radioactive elements. Radioactive elements. So these are also called synthetic elements or man-made. Synthetic elements are man-made. Synthetic elements are man-made elements. So this is nothing but a transuranic elements. This is a rare earth and it is a lanthanide contraction. Okay. So in this chapter, the chapter is finished, periodic table. In this chapter, mainly you have to read long answers, SPDF blocks, periodic properties, electronegatividity, electronaffinity, ionization potential and atomic radius. Okay. Then you go for ionization potential and factors affecting an ionization potential. Then these properties. Okay. Next, typical properties. Already I told in transition elements, classification of elements based on electronic configuration. I told you typical properties are characteristics of transition elements, means variable oxidation states, Li forming ability, next colors compounds formation, complex compounds formation, all these. So in this chapter you have to read first long answers, then you go for shorts and then very shorts. Okay, this is briefly about periodic table. Over.